Good evening. So as it happened many times before, one artist from Documenta will speak about his work. I guess that many of you saw the project in the internet space. It's very difficult to describe without being a little stupid or without ending in an unnecessary long description. He will do it later. A description of Ecuador and some other lands. It's the third big project by Philip Pocock and other friends. The first one was the Black Sea Diary, which ended in a book a few years ago, in 1993, if I'm right. The second project was the Arctic Circle, which ended after long travel into a CD-ROM, which happened on the net before. And the project he will describe or speak about tonight has to do with hypermovie, poetry, and with something which should be a little more considered this day. And I'm quoting one sentence by Philip for tonight. The Equator, I'm always saying Ecuador, I'm very sorry, but I'm playing South American Equator. So the Equator is thinking about the end of art as we know it, not on a destructive way, not even in a stupid, deconstructive way, but referring very often to previous moments of poetry and art of this century. And I leave now Philip to work, maybe alone, maybe with Florian Wenz, if he's alive somewhere in Thailand, and after maybe with Fred Ayer.
Very much, Thomas and Catherine. And Thomas, I think you forgot to say something. I just got to the Documenta 2 days ago, and I've been following this event remotely over the media web, visiting these 100 days. Okay. And Thomas, I think you forgot to say something. Everybody, please turn out and turn off your mobile telephones. Actually, I request all of you to turn them on tonight so that we can block the channels and retain a certain level of privacy in this room. Could we turn down the lights, please, like off? Okay. Day 63, morning Movenpick Hotel, 22nd of August. I am going to read tonight. Some might find that out of character for an internet artist, reading static words on pieces of dead wood. I have my reason. First of all, online means reading and composing text all the time, interpreting the identity of others, and composing your own identity to be exchanged in this marketplace for identity. By reading, I hope to open up, at least temporarily, a new channel, a parallel channel, rather than a commentary on what you are seeing on the beamer. Commenting upon that would be anecdotal. Reading in parallel adds one more fold to the screen, splits it once more, and in trying to piece things together, perhaps some audience members will come up with questions, issues to discuss when things cool down and this 35-minute speech is over. 19th of August, in my room, Karlsruhe. I sat down to write this presentation several times, even in several countries. I never finished it. So what I have for you are a few beginnings, which may add up to describe a description of the equator and some other lands, a long title, better known by its two aliases, the equator and other lands. I should say right off the top that I am one of Otherland's 4 core authors. The others, Felix Stefan Huber, Udo Noll, and Florian Wenz, may be virtually present thanks to the Documenta technical crew here. Present as text on the screen. Present for any exchange of words some of you may wish to initiate. I believe there are a couple of terminals, keyboards set up at the back of the room for those of you who wish to chat and discuss with other three core authors of this project. Thanks are also due to the few institutions that supported the Equator Project, among them Schloss Solitude and the Canadian Department of External Affairs. Due to the interstitial nature of our use of this new medium, many granting bodies were unable to locate us within presently accepted categories. We left them willing, but unable to help, scratching their heads and hopefully updating the grant application guidelines for network art in the years to come. Take 1, Room 45, Lee Garden Guest House, Kowloon City, Hong Kong, 16th of August. The equator is a word, and words are my agency here tonight. The equator is not on the equator. Where could it be on motherboard Earth? The equator is fold after fold after fold, courtesy Deleuze. Storylines folding into storylines, narrators folding into narration, the audience folding into the script along with the authors. Folded cinema. The equator is a social generator, the potential for virtual community, a connecting machine. The equator connects, misconnects, reconnects, disconnects. Read me in, print me out. Turn off your computer, look out a window. The equator is a group autobiography, a beat diary about shifting relations and identities. Identity, like memory, offering the possibility of repetition, but only the possibility. The equator is not a great circle or line. I drew it as an open-ended cone. The equator is subject to revision at any time.